It is my pleasure this evening to welcome all the retirees, family, and friends to the Timberlane Regional School District Retirement event, and I hope everybody enjoys. At this time, it's my pleasure to ask Mrs. Elizabeth Costa, Chairperson for the Board of Education, to come forward and welcome you. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and on behalf of the Timberlane Regional School Board, I'd like to welcome you, our distinguished retirees, their families, friends, and colleagues. Thank you for coming this evening to join us in honoring our esteemed retirees who have served our children and the district well for many years. It is both an honor and a privilege to recognize them this evening. We, as a district, strive to achieve excellence in our students, teachers, staff members, and administration. Our mission is to engage all students in challenging and relevant learning opportunities, emphasizing high aspirations and personal growth. With this being said, one of the challenges that we now face in front of us is to fill the shoes of these remarkable individuals with incoming educators who will also strive for the same excellence. Thank you again for joining us this evening.
Welcome and good evening, and now we get into the really good part of the retirement event, because now the principals will introduce the retirees from their schools and have little anecdotes and speeches prepared, I imagine. First, could I welcome to the podium Kathy Deotis, principal of Atkinson Academy.
Welcome. Joyce Peavy graduated in 1971 from Salem State College in Lowell, Mass. with a bachelor's degree in music education. When she started her career as a music teacher in Timberlane in 1988, she had already been a veteran teacher in several Merrimack Valley school districts. An enthusiastic music lover, she was possessed with a strong desire to share the joy of music with others. She especially wanted to help children develop the skills necessary to appreciate and participate in music throughout their entire lives. Equally compelled by her love of music and a desire to teach, in 2007 and 2008, Joyce was a member of the team of the Timberlane music educators who rewrote the music curriculum for the district. Yay. Understanding that younger students needed a variety of classroom experiences, she incorporated movement into her music classes to enhance their music appreciation. At Atkinson Academy, Joyce has been the rock of our Monday morning meetings, willingly starting us with the Pledge of Allegiance every Monday and a patriotic song. She really sings high, though. That's the only thing. This year, she enthusiastically added our pre-K songs to her bag of tricks. Her participation in the district concerts will certainly be missed, and our musicals won't be the same. As you head up to Maine, Joyce, try to remember all the fun times that the staff and yourself shared over the years in small-town Atkinson. Joyce, we wish you the very best in your retirement.
It's now my pleasure to introduce Danville Elementary School Principal Nancy Hart.
It is my pleasure to honor two retirees this evening. Carrie George has been with us in the district for 8 years. She graduated from Gordon College in 1966 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in foreign languages, and she began working in Massachusetts and New Hampshire, primarily as a French teacher. She later moved to Florida, where in 2001 she earned her master's degree of education from the National Louis University. In 2002, Carrie joined Timberlane as a first grade teacher in Danville. Over the 8 years that she's been with us, she's guided many early learners on the path to becoming more engaged students. She recognized that the earlier students became engaged in learning, the more successful that they will be in their scholastic careers. Carrie worked diligently on the committee that ultimately brought kindergarten to the Timberlane School District. Carrie has been influential in supporting the learning of approximately 150 Danville students that have been members of her classes. She has shared her love of music with her students. She has used music to help young children remember important information. Watching her guide young children in song is a special memory. Carrie, we wish you the very best as you head north for the next adventure, and we wish you a very happy retirement. The next person that we are very proud to acknowledge this evening is Claire Maines. Claire has given us 25 years of service. She graduated from Kent State in 1967 with a Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. Claire began her teaching career as an elementary classroom teacher, and with a graduate course taken in 1981, it sparked an interest in reading, and that interest culminated in her Master of Education degree in reading, received in 1991 from the University of New Hampshire. Claire joined the Timberlane District in 1985 as a third grade teacher at Atkinson Academy. The next year, she moved to Danville Elementary, and Danville has been proudly her home ever since. Following her passion, in 1994, she became our reading teacher. She's been a resource for our staff as well as our students. Claire has contributed her time and experience to many district committees and school activities. She has pursued many opportunities for training to bring back knowledge and new methodology to help fellow teachers in the district. Claire is first and foremost dedicated to the students. Her extensive knowledge of children's literacy development has helped many a struggling reader become reading proficient. Her overriding message to parents is that the very most important thing that they can do to help their children do well is to read to them each and every day. Claire is a strong advocate for early childhood education, and she worked tirelessly as well to bring kindergarten to Timberlane. She has documented the literacy and writing growth of our newest kindergarten students through photos and work samples and reflections. It's an affirmation of the difference that our kindergarten programs have made as an educational foundation for our students. When asked what best describes Claire, one can't help but think of the word gracious. Her quiet and gentle manner puts children and adults at ease. But there's also a passion for children and literacy. She is a supporter of teachers and has helped so many grow in their craft. Claire has made a difference to many teachers and so many students. Claire, we wish you the very best in your retirement.
Please help me welcome to the podium our next speaker, Principal of Pollard School, Michelle Ogier.
Well, I have the pleasure of talking about two wonderful women from Pollard School, and I will speak to Catherine Gingras first. Catherine Gingras graduated from Suffolk University in, can I say the date? 1972 with a Bachelor in Arts in Speech Language Correction, and moved west to Colorado, where she obtained her master's degree in 1974 from Adams State College. After a successful career working at Colorado's Department of Health and Education, Adams State College, and the public school district of Pueblo, Colorado, Catherine relocated back east and joined Pollard School as a speech and language pathologist in 2003. Catherine's extensive knowledge of communication disorders and her high standards of professionalism have combined to make her a very effective advocate for our students. She has a genuine concern for children and does her utmost to give them every possible opportunity to enhance their learning. You might be able to take Merrimack Valley out of your speech, Catherine, but once from Merrimack Valley, always from Merrimack Valley. Catherine worked hard to drop all of the extra R's, but in the end, she will always park the car at Harvard Yard. It is also important to note here that Catherine is on somewhat of a quest to retire from as many states as she can. Colorado, New Hampshire, and now she is on her way to Hawaii to yet again work as a speech path. Good luck with that. The SPED department at Pollard School will miss you, especially your typing and organizational skills. But don't worry, our flights are booked. Catherine, we wish you the best in your retirement from Pollard School and the next chapter of your life in Hawaii. We will absolutely miss you. The second person I'd like to honor for just a few minutes is Susan Fischera. Susan Fischera has had a lifelong, some would say obsession, with health and education. After graduating in 1971 with an LPN from Moore General Hospital School of Nursing in Goffstown, she began her career at Children's Hospital as a staff nurse on the Jimmy Fund floor. She later earned her RN in 1976 from Lawrence General Hospital. In 1994, she earned a Bachelor of Science in Nursing from UNH with a minor in Justice Studies, followed in 1999 by a Master's of Science in Nursing Administration. Not stopping there, yeah, there's more, she completed a postmaster's certificate at UNH in 2005 as a family nurse practitioner. And you are wondering why she's retiring. After a long and varied nursing career, Susan became the school nurse at the Timberlane Middle School in 1990, later transferring to Pollard School in 2008. As a school nurse, Susan's focus has always been that prevention is the best cure, and that the best way to accomplish that goal is through health education. Susan partnered with UNH to develop a student nursing clinical program at Timberlane to the mutual benefit of the district and UNH. She has served on various committees and contributed her time and expertise to many programs during her time here at Timberlane, among them the Summer Discovery Program, the Tools for Schools Air Quality Program, and the Safety Committee, to name just a few. She also served 4 years as the president of the Timberlane Teachers Association. Although Susan was only with us for just a short time at Pollard School, 3 years, she quickly made herself the go-to person, helping with the safety and wellness of our students and staff. I hope she let Kate know how high maintenance we are at Pollard School, and I mean the staff. I know Susan did not even come close to using as many Band-Aids and ice packs each day here at Pollard compared to the middle school, but she adapted. She shared lots of stories, lots of smiles, shoe tying practice, health prevention talks, and hand washing sessions to the tune of Happy Birthday to You, to both our staff and students. Her parent communication is above reproach. She will hunt them down until she has spoken to them all. But seriously, whether it is H1N1, head lice, diabetes, or the 4th and 5th grade talk, she has been right on it, and we thank her for that. I know that she, too, will not be retiring the usual way and will be using her skills as a family nurse practitioner, but please take some time and enjoy Amber while you can. Susan, we wish you the very best, healthful and happy retirement.
Our next principal to present is Joanne Georgian, principal of Sandown North Elementary School.
And I'm here to talk about Weenie Thompson, a 2nd grade teacher at Sandown North. I think I'm at Monday morning meeting and taking my own mic. Weenie Thompson graduated from the State College of Fitchburg in 1976 with a Bachelor of Science in Education. She then began her career as a teacher. She joined the Timberlane School District in 1995 as an elementary teacher at Sandown Central, moving later to Sandown North with us when the building was opened in 2001. As a dedicated teacher, Weenie has worked hard to engage her students in learning and to engage the families in the process of educating their children. Seeking a different perspective on teaching, she enrolled in a course that allowed her to experience firsthand what a child experiences when learning a new task. Her continuing quest for self-education led her to a master's degree in 1990 from UNH, and as well as many additional courses beyond that. Weenie has always taken her responsibilities as an educator very seriously, and for a few years opted to loop to the next grade with her children. This gave her the opportunity to get to know her children as learners and to work very closely with their families. Her children have taken the opportunity to present their learning at our Monday morning meetings, and we're always proud of their accomplishments. This year, a new reading program with a new scope and sequence of skills to be taught was introduced in the elementary schools. Weenie embraced the new curriculum, staying late many evenings to learn and to plan so that her children would receive quality instruction. That's what a teacher does. Weenie, we wish you the best as you embark on this new leg of your journey, enjoying spending more time with your children and your much-loved grandchildren. Happy retirement.
Please let's welcome to the podium Timberlane Regional High School Principal, Don Woodworth.
13 pages I have here. Actually, this year we have only 2 people from the high school retiring, Linda Morris, our school nurse, and William Tilton, our guidance counselor. We're going to start with Linda. I struggled this morning to complete this little tribute to Linda Morris, who after 15 years of caring for our students and faculty and staff is retiring. Linda is the only person at the school who's been able to send me home from school. She's probably the most respected employee of the high school, a champion of common sense and sound medical practice. She's provided care to thousands of Timberlane students and several hundred staff, actually saving lives with CPR, protecting all of us from everything from slips, trips, and falls to the H1N1 flu pandemic. Linda graduated from Lynn Hospital School of Nursing in 1967, earned a bachelor's degree in human services from New Hampshire College, which is now UNH, in 1986. She worked in medical surgical nursing at Springfield Hospital from 1967 to 1968, was employed at Hale Hospital for 15 years. She was a surgical nurse, worked in ICU, CCU, and she Worked for 15 years at Hampstead Hospital as a nurse manager for a newly formed adolescent psychiatric unit. All of this was ahead of joining us at Timberlane in 1995. While here at Timberlane, she held national certification in psychiatric nursing. To gain first responder experience, she joined the Danville Volunteer Fire Department and later got her EMT certification. She was on the volunteer fire department for 12 years. She was married in 1967 to Dave Morse, and I don't know how, never mind, who is a teacher here at Timberlane Regional High School. Why she's leaving and he is staying is a mystery to all of us. Linda looks so young and no. The Morses have 2 children, Jeff, age 37, and Amanda, age 40, and I was fortunate to teach Amanda and teach and coach Jeff. My first memories of Linda are of her as a proud mom and a caring mother she was. She took care of us as a team. She was a tremendous support. Now she's the proud and caring grandmother of Brendan, age 11, and Madeline, age 3. This is why I know she will not be bored in retirement. Linda will stay busy with her hobbies, gardening and tennis and outdoor activities. In the school newspaper, staff writers Kyle Pinero and Brian Sullivan remarked, "We will miss her attitude and the desire she brings to each and every day of work. We will remember the dedication and the true concern she showed towards every ailing student who entered her office." I and the Timberlane staff will also miss you, Linda. You are one of a kind, the kind it just hurts to say so long to. So we won't. Linda plans to do substitute teaching, nursing here at the high school or in the district, so we will not really lose her number. Linda Morris. After graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology from UMass Amherst in 1970, Bill worked with handicapped patients. He earned his master's degree in education from Springfield College in 1974, and soon afterwards began his public school career as a guidance counselor in Massachusetts. He came to Timberlane in 1981 after serving as coordinator of pupil personnel services in Turners Falls, Massachusetts. Bill has been a valuable and important part of the Timberlane team ever since. His professionalism and genuine interest in the students is evidenced by the high regard in which he's held by students and staff alike. Josh Buckley, a writer for the school newspaper, recently interviewed Bill. Bill told him, "The students are what inspired me, because when we don't work with the same students every day, appreciation tends to be something that can be forgotten in the end. But when students let me know that they are thankful and that I've helped them, I'm inspired to work harder and make a bigger difference with each student." I've been fortunate to coach and teach his son Aaron, who in contrast to Bill was a big weightlifting high school wrestler. My first recollections of Bill were actually athletic. In the 80s, Bill coached the high school girls soccer team for years to some degree of success. I even recall a day up in Sanborn when the head coach of the boys team, a guy named Mr. William Mealy, was tossed for arguing a call. I don't know, it's not a rare event, I guess, but Bill, I was standing there. I actually thought I was going to get called on because there was no other staff member, but Bill just happened to show up and got forced into action, so he got to coach the game. And I just asked him before if he recalled whether he won the game, and he says, yeah, it was probably my first win. So he may be the only person to be a head coach of both the boys and girls teams here at Timberlane, even if it was a short-lived situation. I also remember a faculty softball game when I just about took Bill's head off with my hardest throw trying to complete a double play. I remember Bill giving me a look as if to say, "You idiot." 20 years later, sorry about that, Bill. All kidding aside, I'll never see a more caring man work at Timberlane. Never see anybody do more to enhance the lives of our students. Like Josh Buckley said, Mr. Tilton tries to bring encouragement, understanding, and supportiveness to every encounter he has with a student in order to help them see that things aren't always as bad as they're portrayed to be. Bill, we wish you a happy and well-deserved retirement.
Last but not least, I would like to introduce District Facilities Director Jim Hughes.
Good evening. It's my honor to honor Russ Smart. When Russ joined Timberlane in 1989, he was well versed in all aspects of construction, from electrical work to drywall to plumbing and fabrication. His background made him an excellent choice for the district maintenance position at Timberlane. Russ quickly became the go-to man when anyone needed anything repaired, built, installed, or uninstalled. He had a talent for recycling material. I always got a kick out of this. A shelf removed from one building would miraculously reinvent it for another purpose in another building. Whatever the need, Russ would quietly and efficiently take care of the job. Russ received his building operator certification in 2005 from the Northeast Energy Efficiency Partnerships. This certification is awarded to individuals who demonstrate the knowledge and competency of an efficient operation and maintenance of buildings and equipment. It took months of training and courses attended to achieve this certification, and Russ excelled in all areas. Russ served his country for 2 tours in the U.S. Army during the Vietnam conflict as a helicopter mechanic. He's an active member of the local VFW and the past president of the Kingston VFW. Russ also served as an honor guard in local parades and veterans events, and is still very active with these organizations. Russ, we hope you enjoy your retirement. You're greatly missed in our department, and good luck to you.
Please, one more round for all of our retirees. A lot of people actually contributed to making this event this evening, but Kathy Belcher actually goes way above and beyond in making this arrangement, so I do want to thank her for all her work. The only real mistake she made was yesterday she asked me if I'd make a few closing remarks reflecting on retirement, and it dawns on me that that's a topic that I know absolutely nothing about. So what I did instead was I decided I would ask the experts, and when Dr. McDonald came in this evening, and by the way, he had to leave, his phone rang and his daughter went into labor, so he's on his way down to Boston, expecting his first granddaughter, so he's very, very excited. But anyway, I asked him how retirement was, and he said, Richard, it's great. He said, I can sleep as long as I want in the morning. And I said, Dr. McDonald, work never stopped you from sleeping in the morning. When Peg Rolfe came in, I asked her how retirement was, and she told me all about going to Greece and on it. Peg, that's too much sharing. That hurts. We had a little golfing event this week, and I saw Coach Paraso, so I said, Coach, how's retirement? And his response to me was, he said, you know, Richard, there's only 2 types of people in this world. Those that are retired and those who want to be retired. And that's like a head-to-head hit in football. That's just cold, you know. So then I asked Bucky, I said, Bucky, you know, how's retirement? And he said, Richard, you're not going to believe it. I'm busy all the time. I'm busier than I ever was. And the reason I know he was giving me a line was like the one time I called him on his cell phone, and Susan answered the phone, and it was middle of the afternoon. She had to go wake him up. He was asleep on the couch. Is that true?
Well, yes, it was. Believe me, yes. We'll leave it at that.
Okay. I won't tell you the rest of the story. But anyway, whatever your pleasure in retirement is, whether it's sleeping in the morning or taking long naps in the afternoon, watching football or traveling, to all the retirees, we wish you the very, very best, and thank you very much for all your service to the district, and thank you all for joining us this evening. Thank you.